Alright, let's call Sergeant Russell. Maybe he's got an update on the situation. I hope he does. I have one more lead if this doesn't pan out, and that's checking out the,
Call out police.
Oh.
Sergeant Russell speaking.
Something's not sitting right with me about Colin.
Just now is not?
There's no way he can afford keeping a gallery open. I've seen his art. I've seen the responses to his art.
Ouch.
He acts all self-made, but it all feels so unlikely. Do you think he's making money illegally? Could he have been the one to call in the ransom?
You don't know? I just assumed you knew, so I never brought it up.
No what?
Colin's probably as self-made as the next millionaire's son. Probably had the same start as Jeff Bezos, with a $300,000 check from mom and dad. Colin's father is a business mogul, Douglas Ellison, one of Connecticut's very own multimillionaires.
Oh, wow. This explains a lot.
This does not mean to pay any less attention to him, but we can cross him off the list of potential ransom callers.
Thanks for talking.
Keep doing what you're doing, Penelope.
Okay, well, that's a lead. That's good to know. Go talk to Colin about that. The other thing I'm told I could look at is I was supposed to measure that footprint? The one back in the woods? So let's go do that. Oh, there was a book about footprints. This is going to be a puzzle, isn't there? Yeah, that was probably our clue to check out this footprint in more detail. So I'm going to run over here. Is over here with the blood.
This boot print is a little too small for the average man, and a little too big for the average woman. A teenage boy?
Yeah, I did not zoom in on that particular footprint, but yeah, I can measure it. So it is 10 inches. Okay, 10-inch shoe. And then how wide, maybe? It's like exactly 10 inches. Could I measure the width? Nope, I can't. Ooh, you know what? Oh, I don't like the blood, and I don't like the mud, and... What if I use this to measure how far down the ledge is? I could totally use the tape measurer to see how far down the ledge is. That was definitely something I could do. Okay, so sorry for not examining that footprint in the previous video.
This boot print is a little too small for the average
autosave
man.
after falling off the cliff. Thought I didn't look at the
woman.
footprint. Huh.
A teenage boy?
That's a weird thing for autosave to be confused about. Okay, so that's going to give me another... Determine the size of the footprint, and I still need to make the mold. Okay, so... Size of the footprint, sure. We've got that book at the bookstore. Okay. Actually, I feel like the... whatever. We're gonna talk to Colin first. Colin, what's it like having a rich daddy?
Colin, you're the son of Douglas Ellison, correct?
Yep, yeah, he's my dad. Wealthy, successful, business genius, Douglas Ellison.
So he pays for your entire art gallery as a way to avoid having to pay taxes, huh?
What was it like, growing up as a millionaire's son?
Overrated. Sure, you would get nice stuff and yacht rides and top-class education, but I would have traded it all to be a normal kid in an instant.
You don't think it would have been a grass is greener kind of situation?
When I would bring a friend over to the house, they'd always be like, "This is insane, I can't believe you live like this." But then that would be it. No constant, "I wish I had your life," or "I would give anything to be you." But would I say those things to them? All the time. They never understood why, though.
What was the reason?
You wouldn't get it either. Look at this guy who was given everything. Now he's complaining? So spoiled, so out of touch.
You're right. I probably wouldn't get it.
I just want to play with my paints all day long. Seriously.
What kind of business does he run?
He's the CEO of a mid-sized pharmaceutical company. The business of profiting off the sick.
To play the devil's advocate, you could say he's helping the sick.
If somebody's getting that rich, their motive is probably not helping people. I know of the deals he's made with the FDA to get unsafe drugs pushed to the market. I've figured out how he turns a buck. I have no respect for him.
If your dad wasn't who he was, would you have still been able to get into art?
No.
Of course I would still like art if he never existed.
That wasn't the question.
I meant more like being able to paint for a living.
I'm done with this conversation, and I'm done with you prying into my personal life. Can you just leave?
You big baby. And seriously, where does he get his coffee? Yeah, he just kicks me out. Anyway, where do you get your coffee? There's no coffee machine in this building.
I just wanted to apologize.
I should not apologize. I have nothing to apologize for.
Conclusions.
Yeah, thanks. It's not a big deal. You have no idea how much it sucks to be the kid of someone famous. Your entire identity is them. My name might as well be Douglas's son, Ellison, because that's all I am in social circles. Meet someone for the first time. What's it like having Douglas Ellison as a dad? See someone you haven't seen in a while. How's your dad doing? And everyone assumes that everything you've ever accomplished was handed to you on a silver platter. It's gotten pretty old.
You should change your name and move away.
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Should have done it after college. I'm in too deep now.
This is completely unrelated, but...
Okay, I thought she was going to mention Stacy, because apparently Stacy was trying to get a fake ID, and she totally moved away from Chicago. So, like, the two of you could move away and get married together or something. I don't know.
Do you know any history about Carlisle?
The only history I care about is them dead presidents, baby. Yeah.
You're terrible.
I hate you.
Can you say that more like a joke next time?
Okay, so all he cares about is money.
Did you study M.C. Escher at all while you were in college?
Oh, man, I wish. This may surprise you, looking at my painting style, but he's my favorite artist.
Oh, really?
I love that I don't understand how he did it. His art, I mean. Most famous artists have similar technical knowledge that can be learned, even if you're not anywhere near their skill level. But Escher, you'd have to be a computer to keep up.
What's your favorite work of his?
As cool as the impossible buildings are, my favorites are his tessellations. Especially his Sky and Water series, where the negative space of the birds transforms into fish. I could look at them for hours.
I have no idea what any of this is
that reminds
talking
me.
about.
One thing about Carlisle. Did you know that Escher came through here about 50 years ago? Not like it means anything today, but when I was in between two buildings for my gallery, that may have influenced me picking this one a little.
Interesting. Do you by chance know the name Hendrik Vandenberg?
Is he an artist? Never heard of him. Here's something you might like. I've recently been getting into collecting. Collectors are considered fairly prestigious in the art world, you know? Another badge on my Girl Scout sash. And I bought a box of stuff from an estate sale around here. The estate liquidator told me it was Escher influenced, or maybe Escher adjacent, whatever that means. But the box is filled with lots of cool pieces.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to see that.
The box is back in my apartment, but if I remember, I can bring something here to show you.
That'd be amazing. Thanks, Colin. Do you remember the name of the owner of the estate?
Nah, it's probably somewhere in the paperwork.
And before I forget, would you happen to have any casting resin around?
What?
Not sure. I rarely use it. I can take a look in the back if you help me out with something. I was going to work on reorganizing some of my supplies. If you want to do that instead, I can go look around. All I need is for everything to fit into the box without overlapping.
Ooh,
sure.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay, so this seems kind of random that, okay, I need to talk to you about your famous rich daddy. I like how he's like, I hate my daddy, I don't like money. Oh, by the way, I'm spending much of money on collecting things from estates, too. It's like, come on, buddy. So, now we get to ask about this resin stuff? Okay.
Now.
Cool, I'll get you set up.
I thought we were going to get resin from a tree, not from this guy. Why couldn't we just ask him about it earlier? Okay, so this is like a classic Nancy Drew puzzle. Get everything into the box without anything overlapping. Oh man, we've got circle things. Oh man, can I not rotate pieces? I can't. Oh, well, that's going to make this fun. So I feel like I've got to get something underneath this big piece. So it's either got to be this. It's probably that, yeah. And I can put this in here. Oh, that's looking nice. Maybe. And then I have enough room for the pencils. Please fit. Oh, these are 3 things put together. Oh, yeah! First try! Okay.
Okay, good news. I found a single bag of polyethylene terephthalate casting resin. A little dusty, but better than nothing.
I can't even pronounce
polyethylene. Who's the what?
All you need to know is that it's a plastic that you need to heat up and pour into whatever mold you have.
Got it.
Thanks, buddy.
One last thing. I want to clean this spot over here. Can you grab me a bottle of cleaner? Loretta left one in the women's bathroom.
You mean this one?
Huh.
I can explain?
You really can't.
Oops.
Well, that's everything. Have fun inhaling melted plastic fumes.
Okay, so that's it for him, and now he knows I've been stealing things from his bathroom. Okay, so where can I heat? I have no idea where I can heat plastic at all. Like, yeah. Maybe there's a burner somewhere here? Where's that shoe book? Nope. Here we go. Okay, so US 10 inches. No, US 10 inches, size 8. Okay, so 10 inches, size 8. Correct? Please let this be an easy thing.
I don't think that's right.
7? Oh, not.
I don't think that's right.
7.5?
That's it.
Somehow it's 7.5. Why is it 7.5? Okay, 10 inches. 8. I guess it was 975. Okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever. That totally looked like an even 10 inches to me. Oh, let's see if we can talk to Mitchell about anything. Do you know where I can melt plastic, buddy? Presumably not in my room. I just need to melt it. Okay, so where's a candle? Somewhere in here, maybe. Alright. Oh, this is the dice that helps you know how dice are formed for the dice puzzle. Okay. I already solved that dice puzzle. So, no big deal. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that's really calling to me as, hey, this is a great place to melt plastic. I don't need to open that safe again. Nope. Yeah, maybe somewhere in the apartment building. Maybe talk to Evelyn if it's... Yeah, maybe talk to Evelyn. Is she at home? I guess it's not that far away from 6 o'clock, so she'll probably be there when we... in a moment. Okay, so there was the area upstairs. Room something. 203, right? This had something with this puzzle. How to remove rust. Yeah, like this has to do with the thing that was coming in earlier. Like that random piece of paper saying different colors on types of metals, right? It's gotta be like this. Okay. But this has nothing to do with melting stuff. Okay. I can't look in the sink. Okay, never mind, but that's clearly gotta be part of a puzzle. Okay, Stacy doesn't want to talk. Okay, and I can't break... How am I supposed to break into her apartment? I don't know. And now it's 6, so Evelyn should be there. It's not going to be the case that the key I'm fixing is a key to her place, right? That would be weird. Hey, Evelyn.
Does the name Mitchell Hart mean anything to you?
Huh. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
He's someone pretty close to the investigation. His friend was one of the people who disappeared, so he's been a good source of information.
Ha! Good source. If you like your tea served with a pinch of arsenic. Did you bring up my name to him? You did, didn't you? Let me guess. He said he didn't know who I was.
He should know?
It was basically that, but in more words. He said he went to school with your brother, but knew nothing about your family.
He certainly has not changed in the slightest. I see he forgot to mention that he and I used to be engaged.
Drama!
Engaged?
Our wedding date was supposed to be April 8th, 1997.
What happened?
Here's some relationship advice. In good times, when everything is butterflies and rainbows, it's easy to be compatible. It's easy to not have those hard conversations, and it's easy to be patient, kind, and considerate. The only way to truly know someone is when the you-know-what hits the fan. Are they still kind? Or do they lash out and become bitter and angry when things happen that they cannot control? Sure, life has plenty of good times, but it also has bad, and when they happen, you need a partner, not an enemy.
Let me guess. Mitchell became the enemy.
I'm just lucky I was able to see the truth before walking down that aisle. Oh, and you may have noticed, he's a serial liar.
There has been a trend.
I can't even pretend to know him now. It's been so long. But if he's anything like how he was in his 20s, you need to be careful with him. He was manipulative. He'd lie even about the dumbest things, like why he forgot something or why he was late, let alone anything serious. And maybe this is shallow, I don't know, but man, was he cheap. His brother worked at an airline and he almost got him fired just to weasel free plane tickets out of him. And don't get me started on the engagement ring. Seeing that thing was just proof he didn't love me. But before you judge me, he was fairly well off. He just had other things that he valued more than me to spend money on. Oh yeah, and he could get really nasty at times, if he was angry or irritated or whatever.
Really? Mitchell? He seems like a decent guy.
That's the problem. When we met, he was so charming. He was fun, thoughtful, and we would talk for hours. As time went on, little red flags would pop up, but I was so enamored that I had blinders on.
Okay, so I'm wondering how this timeline matches up. So it was 20 years ago that he lost his arm, and then 1997, so that's like 18 years ago when he broke his engagement with her. So what happened? Is he violent?
Well, did he have a temper?
For the most part, not more than anyone else. It was more how he acted when he was angry. When something would go wrong, he was quick to sniff out someone to blame, even if it was blameless. And you certainly didn't want to be on the receiving end of that. What it comes down to is, if you have to talk to him, take everything he says with a bucket of salt. And absolutely do not believe anything he says about me. He'd make up outrageous stories in a second just to have a chance to drag my name through the mud.
Okay, I'll be careful. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Wow, she sure had a lot to say about how much she dislikes him. Oh, man. Oh. And I don't think there's anything in here that can be used to, like, set anything on fire. I don't know. There's a burner stove at my apartment, maybe? Is that it? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Okay, not that apartment door. Like, Stacy had a stove. We could turn it on, right? Okay, this is it. This is it. Okay. Yeah, figured it out. Ew, gooey. Creepy. Weird. So then I just pour it into this. Where'd I get a funnel? Maybe the funnel was in the kit. I don't know. Maybe there was a kit. Okay, can I turn off my... Turn off my stovetop now? Okay. Let's see if this works. We've got this key. And this key. And that one thing said we put them together, right? Combine. Yes. Okay, so I take a look at this. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to put this here. Huh? No, I've got it. I've combined, and now I've got a key. Yeah! I have no idea where the key is going to be used, but it's good we have it.